All right, these are going to be head-scratching rankings. CBS Sports ranked every quarterback from 2022. They ranked Deshaun Watson 35th. Now, some of the names ahead of him, like in the same area code, 27, Kenny Pickett. 30, Sam Darnold. 31, Davis Mills. 34, Baker Mayfield. You see Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Marcus Mariota. I get that the 6 games that he played were not great. But how did he come up with these rankings?
When people don't like you, the second they get any inch to go all the way on you in a negative direction, they will take it, right? Think about this with anything. If there's a comedian that people decide they don't like, the first time they tell an unfunny joke, we see this with LeBron, right? When people decided that they did not like LeBron, the inch, when you give them an inch, they will run a mile with it. And that's just what's happened with Deshaun Watson. He gave them an inch, right? He did not play at an a Pro Bowl MVP type level those last 6 games. It's undeniable that he was not that good. But let's be real. We know he wasn't that bad though. 35 is crazy. Especially when you see who's over him. Like Carson Wentz, he was better statistically than most of those dudes there. But again, when people don't like you for whatever reason it is, good reason, bad reason, whatever reason it is, it's gonna affect their ability to be objective because people are making these lists and people are not objective. No matter how objective people trying to act like they are. People aren't objective, right? That's just is what it is. Human nature. You're not going to be objective. If I have a son who's playing football, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, he doesn't I'm going to see the best positive light for that person because I am invested in that, right? People are invested in disliking him for reasons that we all know. And that's what they're going to do. He gave him an inch. They run it with the mile. That's kind of how this goes. Even when we bring up somebody like Baker Mayfield, right? How often does it happen where if Baker Mayfield gives you an inch in a positive direction, people run all the way and be like, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Or if he gives you an inch in a negative direction, people go all the way and say he was never good to begin with. He was this, and act like he never did anything in the NFL, right? These things happen when people decide they don't like you. All of a sudden, any inch becomes a license to run in whatever direction that they feel like is necessary to fit their agenda. This will all be corrected if he plays better because you cannot just say he's the 35th ranked quarterback if he has 28 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. You're going to lose credibility. But there is a line there, right? And until he gets past that line to where it's undeniable that you cannot lie about him, this is what's going to happen to him, right? People are going to try to find a slant. And even if he does have success, they're going to try to find a reason why it's not that impressive and all of that and this. Because this is kind of what we're going to be living with him. I mean, to be fair, Big Ben dealt with this too after his whole situation where, anytime he had an inch, people ran with it. So it's just, this is his lot.